Welcome, everyone. Today's session this afternoon, the topic is going to be women leading change through mentorship, sponsorship, and networking. And here we have on the panel incredible women who are leading that change, who are mentoring, who are sponsoring, who are supporting women worldwide in their areas. Meribel, I want to go to you. Coming all the way from the United States, first time to Africa.
Happy to be here.
Let's welcome her to Africa. Come on now.
Thank you.
I have a question for you in your work. Please tell us a little bit about yourself. My first question for you is, how do you think personal development and networking intersect in empowering women to lead and affect change in their communities?
My name is Meribel, Goldwin, and I found a company called Blossom Life that looks at an individual's desires through the lens of cravings, but not just desires of material things or possessions or even relationships, but spiritual desires, desires that we all come here to this planet with. By way of various pitfalls and misdirections, I was able to discover that cravings, our cravings that we sometimes neglect or are told to push away or just discard, are actually valuable pieces of information that tell us where we need to go in life. And I think every single woman and man, but we're here about women, has to pay attention to her cravings to really understand what is her purpose on this planet. Once a woman understands what her purpose on this planet is and aligns with that purpose and keeps that purpose alive and just buzzing, she can get to where she needs to go by aligning herself with mentors and creating a community of like-minded individuals who have either achieved the thing that they want to achieve or are likewise on the journey. And creating this opportunity is very, very important, as I discovered even for myself as a founder of a company. The other thing that is so important is making sure that the network is healthy and in integrity with what it is that you want to achieve. Dr. Funke was talking about how sometimes you go on Facebook or you call someone and that you chit-chat about each other or this or that, or look what you did or look what you wore or whatever. And it is so important to really align yourself with go-getters like yourselves who are here, who attend these conferences, and just network and be present among the greatest individuals and the greatest women on this planet. It is essential. And the last thing I will say is, it is important to have passion. Whatever it is that you're passionate about, pursue it. Figure out what your customers want in that field, in that area of life, and really create an opportunity for yourself where you provide a service or a product for your clients that is valuable and wonderful. And the way to create a valuable product is education. For me, education has been a way out of incredibly difficult circumstances. I firmly believe that no matter where you have started in life, if you have education and you pursue education to the highest degree possible, and right now with AI and internet, you can find education completely free of charge. You have a phone, you have internet, you have education at your fingertips. So alignment with yourself, integrity in your business, to yourself and to your community, and passion, passion, passion.
Thank you so much, Meribel, for that. As you mentioned, you utilize education to come out of difficult situations in your life. I know I had mentioned that she had a very strong story. She had told me about this earlier, and I said, you need to share it. I want you to share what happened in your life as a young girl. Please, this is a place for us to really learn, because I know you're going to impact somebody's life out here. What happened to you, and what did you do to navigate when you had nothing, literally nothing? she's not supposed to be here. She's supposed to be dead. So please share with us what happened. What did you do to navigate and get mentorship or get support? Because you never know what some of these girls' lives, what they're going through.
I was born in Minsk, Belarus. It's Eastern Europe. And when I was born, the people, I don't want to call them parents, the people I was born to, they had an agenda for me. I did not know this agenda until I was a little bit older, but the agenda was that they would groom me, and then they would sell me, and then they would profit from me being sold over and over and over again.
These are her parents, the people she was born to.
This is my parents. This is my mother and my father. They are the ones, but especially my mother. So my first exposure to sexual behavior from adults to me was when I was 3 years old. I was sold to a man who could not find an adult woman. He was an adult man when I was just 14 years old for the purpose of marriage. Thank God I never got pregnant from him. But how I was able to start escaping is I went to college. I finished high school, and the second I started college, I studied psychology, and a teacher took me aside and said, Meribel, I had a different name at that time, it was Miriam, my middle name now. She said, you need to get out of this. This is bad. I listened to her just slightly because I was so invested and involved and frankly groomed by my family. It was as if my parents were my gods. And parents like that often decide for you that they are your God and there is no other God out there. However, even during that time, I had this little intuitive voice that said, get out, go live your life. So when I finished college, and that individual finally left me alone because I complained and did things to run away from him, not before hurting me almost irreparably, I said, I'm going to use education as much as I possibly can to build the life that I want to build. Unfortunately, my parents had other plans for me even after that. Every time I achieved some kind of an educational goal, my parents would say, go back to it. Go back to that thing. When I was finishing my first master's degree, my mother said, if you do not go back to it, I will terminate your life. And she damn tried to. As a matter of fact, my school warned me that she was gonna do it the day she was gonna do it because she told them for some reason.
She told your school she was going to kill you?
Yes. Columbia University saved my life. Yes, I know. Actually, they saved my life twice. So then, I said, no, I'm gonna continue my education. And I said, I'm gonna go to medical school. I got into medical school. I went to medical school. But before, thank you, before I could go to medical school, my mother hacked my information. She found which school I got accepted to at the interview, which is unheard of. And she threatened the dean of my medical school, who later said, I'm so sorry, but I cannot have this in my school. So I had to leave medical school, which I worked 17 years to achieve that dream. As a matter of fact, I made that dream as a 12-year-old girl. I was walking to school with my grandfather, who was a doctor, and he died. He died right in front of me. And I said, I promise you, I will be a doctor just as amazing as you are. And that never happened because of my mother. However, I did not stop my education. What I did is I took 10 years to fix my mind to go away from my family. I was so addicted, it's called trauma bonded, to my family that I couldn't even imagine living without them. This was 13 years ago now. So it took me time. And here's the thing. pairing yourself with healthy individuals who are ahead of you, like we've all talked about, is incredibly important. Whether it is your psychologist, your therapist, your friend, your business partner, whoever it is, just do it, pair it yourself with individuals who have gone through the path, whatever the path is. Then I said, okay, I started to feel better. I started to take better care of myself. I started valuing myself. I built my self-esteem from ground up, from everything that had happened to me. Thank you very much. Thank you. This means the world to me. Thank you. Many times the men that I was around would say to me, keep your mouth shut. No one has any interest in what you have to say. I wish they would see me right now.
Yes, girl, yes, yes.
So then I went back to doing what I am so passionate about. That's why I talked about passion. And teaching individuals how to take care of themselves through nutrition and mental health care. And then I built a company that focuses on not just nutrition, but that craving within us that we all have to be able to understand what it is that we actually want in life. When we understand our cravings and we ask ourselves the question, what else do I want when I'm experiencing this craving? The thing that comes intuitively is your life's path, or it is at least part of your life's path. And so I continued building my company. I went back for my second master's, which I'm finishing right now.
Amazing.
And you guys can help me finish it.
Girl.
Once we're done with this panel, a QR code will scan for a survey about your cravings. Please fill it out and help me create more information and more knowledge and more scholarship in this area. And please, please, don't let them stop you, no matter what. My parents tried to stop me, my families, everyone tried to stop me, my friends, my boyfriends, whatever. What I did, I sometimes literally had to claw my way out of horrible situations, physically claw my way out of doors, wooden doors to get out, get my stuff, and go back to school. And now I'm here with you.
Wow, let's give a round of applause because she is a sexual assault, sexual abuse survivor.
From childhood.
From?
From childhood.
From childhood, from 3 years old. 3 years old. That's deep.
Yes.
What you've gone through, like nobody would even wonder how you're standing, you know, how you're smiling, how much love you have.
Because I want to make a difference for every single individual that I come across with, because I know recovery is possible, I know education is possible, and I know an amazing life is possible for every single one of us, no matter where we come from.
Yes, girl. Your story just moves me because you had your own parents
Yes.
sell you.
Yes. My
That
mother, my
means your
grandmother.
parents are supposed to love you and tell you how amazing you're going to be, but the only parents that gave you life, they sold you
Yes.
for money.
Yes.
So they completely shattered your worth, your
Yes.
self-esteem, who
Everything.
you are
Yes.
as an individual and your purpose on this earth. But somehow through mentorship, through therapy, through that hunger, you fought for yourself. You fought. You knew
Yes.
there was something greater in you. That's wonderful. I know she has an incredible story, and those of you who have gone through what she's gone through, she's here with an open heart. She flew all the way to Nigeria, has never been to Africa, and said yes. 2 weeks ago, she was asked by Dustin, do you want to come? And she said yes, because she has turned her pain into purpose. We all have pain that we've gone through, and we're allowing God to use that for purpose. So thank you so much, Meribel, and I'm so sorry for what you went through, but I know you've come out stronger, and you're going to help and touch a lot of women's lives on this earth. And we just pray for no more spiritual attacks upon you.
Thank you. I will say one thing. No matter where you start, just start, but start aligned with who you truly are and keep that in mind. Have integrity in your path and pursue your passion. Whatever it is, there's a market for absolutely everything. You are meant to be on this planet. You are meant to have the passions that you have and the desires and the interests that you have. So pursue them, start wherever you are, and anything is possible.
Thank you so much, Meribel. Give a round of applause for the wonderful ladies making an impact in this world for women. Let's continue the work that we have done because we're just getting started.